Romans chapter 7, verse 1. It is very interesting. There is a key here. We have talked about this before, but how important it is to understand this. It says, it is an analogy taken from marriage. It says, or are you ignorant, brethren, for I speak to those who know the law, that the law has dominion over a man as long as he lives? A community in Rome that ignored. They were ignorant about the meaning of the death of Jesus Christ. So, since they were in this state of ignorance, Paul says to them, are you ignorant that the law has dominion over a man as long as he lives? While he lives. However, if the man dies, the law cannot deal with a dead man. That is why when Paul says you have died with Christ, or as it says in the second letter to the Corinthians 5 verse 14, it says, for the love of Christ constraineth us, having concluded this, that if one died for all, then all died. In other words, we are given a dead position as well. Therefore, if we are dead, then the law cannot have dominion over us. Many times when I hear the press or people making fun of me saying, how dare you say there is no sin? It is not that there is no sin. Sin is in you. However, sin is not in us because we are dead to the law. And the power of the law, the power of sin is in the law. Then if I am dead to the law, sin is dead to me. But not for you and not for the press either, because they don't understand. They don't understand why we say there is no sin. Of course, there is no sin for us. Although we understand that this body we have is a body of sin. But it is the body, and I am not the body. I am the spirit that lives in that body. And as it says in Colossians 2:11, he has already put off the carnal, sinful body in the circumcision of Christ, a circumcision between my flesh and my spirit, so that what happens in my flesh does not invade my position of perfection in the spirit. Would you like me to repeat it again, blessed? The circumcision of Christ in us means that although this is a sinful body, that is a body of sin. What the death of Jesus Christ did was a circumcision, a cut, so that what happens in my physical body does not affect or invalidate what took place in my spirit, the perfection that Christ gave me. But when we talk about Rome, we are talking about an ignorant community. That is why Paul says to them, are you ignorant? How is it possible for you to ignore that Jesus Christ, Jesus of Nazareth, is like a husband to the church? Therefore, in Revelation, it says, speaking of the marriage of the Lamb. And then when Christ dies, the marriage of the Lamb takes place. The church marries, but with another, with the one who was resurrected. This ignorance for 2,000 years has brought an apostasy of the true Christian faith.